Hey guys, and welcome to the channel. This is Chris from Off-Road Nation 606. So today I've got a bunch of lights on the Jeep and I have not wired those up yet. So as you can see in the bumper, I've got some pods and also have some below the light bar, and I've got some in the back bumper for reverse lights. So if you guys have done any type of wiring on your Jeep, your car, or even boat, side by side, anything really, you probably know the struggle of trying to get all your wires ran for your switches inside and trying to get your wires through your firewall. So today I've got something that's going to make this a whole lot easier to get everything wired up. This is a wireless 4-gang switch panel. It's from SnowyFox. So I'm going to open up the box. So inside you've got your user manual, and then you also got your different stickers so you can label your switches. As you can see, there is quite a bit to choose from. So right here you have your switches. So you got 4 different ones on this one. And this right here is your mounting bracket, so you can mount your switches inside. Then you've also got your box, and that's going to mount inside the engine bay. So I'm going to take that cover off. So this is very simple. All you got to do is put your positive and negative wire from your lights. You just screw those on. And this blue wire, that's your accessory wire. All that does is whenever you turn the key on, that lets this box know that the Jeep is on and ready to be powered up. And if you move that out of the way, you've got your box of all your hardware. They even give you all the connectors you need, and they've got the screws. So here's your main power wire. That's going to connect to your battery and then to the control box. They also have a screwdriver, and then you've got a power wire for your switches. So these switches here, you can either power these up by USB, or they've also got batteries in the back. So I think I'm gonna mount the control box right here. Seems like it'll fit pretty good there. But it comes with 2 screws to mount it. You can see you've got these little tabs here. So just ignore all these wires I've got hanging out here. I had and pre-ran all of those. So if you'll look in your user manual, you do have a diagram. So it shows you how many amps you've got and exactly how to hook everything up. Right here is the 2 for your number 1 switch. So there's where you need to install your negative and positive wire. So I'm just going to pop that up, and there's where your screws are. So you're going to take your screwdriver, back off the screw. So we're going to slide that fitting in they give us. And now we'll tighten the screw down. Then we'll take our positive wire and do the same thing. So right there, the front bumper light's already wired up. Alright, now I got the other lights, everything wired up. We'll go ahead and flip that cover back over. So now we need to install our negative and positive to power this up. So that's going to be the wires that connects to your battery. So now that the positive and negative battery wires are hooked up, now I need to hook up the blue wire, which is the accessory wire. Now I need to figure out a spot that I'm going to mount the switches. So your options on this are really about endless. You can put these wherever you want. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a screw right there and then a screw on the other side, and that's what's going to mount to the bracket. Alright, so the bracket is mounted. So before I actually mount the switch panel to the bracket, I need to go out and pair the switch panel to the box that we installed outside. So to pair this, it says to press the pairing button on the control box. But there's a little button right there, so we need to press that. And then it says to press any button on the panel. And it says when the pairing button indicator flashes 3 times, the pairing is successful. So now let's try this out. So we're going to do So I'm going to do number 1, which I wired in the bumper lights. So, okay, so that works. Now I'm going to try the lights below the light bar, which is number 2. So that is working. So I'm going to press number 3. So that's also working. So you're probably wondering why I left the 4th spot blank. It's because I'm probably going to add some rock lights, or I might decide to add something else later on. I just figured I'd leave that one blank. So another thing that's really cool about the switch panel is you've got 4 different cycle modes that you can go through. So you've got a constant light, a strobe, flash, and momentary. So to go into cycle mode, you've got to press any 2 buttons for 3 seconds until it turns yellow. So you've got your strobe, and I pressed that for the bumper. Then you got your flash, the momentary, which is anytime you press it. And you can save that however you want. So I'm going to pull the Jeep outside so you can see these working out in the dark. The good thing about this being wireless, this actually works up to 164 feet. So I'm going to get a pretty good ways back and see how good this picks up. So I've got the switch panel here. So I'm going to go ahead and try the front bumper lights. So they come on. I'm going to try the windshield lights. It may not look like it in video. I don't know how it's showing up. But that's pretty impressive that it's picking up all the way back here. Alright, so I just wanted to show you how to install a wireless switch panel. I highly recommend that you get one. Definitely makes it a whole lot easier. Don't have to worry about running wires everywhere and making a big mess under the dash of the vehicle or anything that you want to install it in. So I'll leave a link down below if you want to pick up a switch panel. So I believe that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching.